Well, congratulations, by the way. We'll get you all a favor.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Good evening and welcome to the Mayor and Council meeting, City of Groton Mayor and Council meeting for Monday, November 6, 2023. Clerk McCurry, please call the roll.
Mayor Hedrick, Deputy Mayor Depot, Councilor Norris, Councilor McCabe, Councilor Sheffield, Councilor Piazza, and Councilor Carter are present.
Okay, thank you. Everyone, please stand and salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're going to move on to recognitions, awards, and memorials. So tonight, I have the sad honor, or sad privilege, to say goodbye to two of our fellow councilors. For those of you that are not aware, we have an election tomorrow, and two of our councilors are not running for re-election, but they've served for quite a while. In one case, 6 years, one case, 4 years. I appreciate everything that they have done. I appreciate the contributions that you guys have done and given back to the city of Groton for your time. You've spent Monday after Monday after Monday here and have addressed the people's issues. As a result of your hard work and dedication, we have been able to either lower taxes or keep taxes flat in the last 6 years. In addition to accomplishing many capital improvement projects and maintaining services throughout a COVID period. So, Rashad, if you could come up. This is an appreciation award to City Councilor Rashad Carter in recognition of your dedication to serving others from May 2017 to November 2023. Thank you so very much. And we are doing your pictures. We'll get pictures of you. Thank you. Do you want to go ahead and speak? You can have the floor.
This actually means a lot, you know. I came in when you were the running for mayor for the first time.
Absolutely.
You know, and I do want to make a correction. We got 6.5 years in because this was right. This is the first council that went on 2.5 year term. So,
That's correct.
you know, what I want to say is that, you know, over the years, I think as far as the council goes, we have like the same common goal, right? What I found in my later couple of years is that we may have some disagreements, right? But we're all a part of the same common goal, right? And it's okay to disagree with people as long as you have that same vested interest. And I think our vested interest is the betterment of Groton City and the residents here, right? So, so I appreciate that fact, and I appreciate, you know, especially the last couple of years, right? I appreciate what you're doing as a mayor. I appreciate the council. You know, we have a very diverse police department, a very diverse council, and I think that's a testament to the hard work that the higher-ups have put in, you know. I would say, you know, without being on a soapbox too much, tomorrow is election, you know. Every vote counts, whether, you know, I always say, especially it's been the last 6.5 years on the council, like at the local level, it actually means more than what anybody thinks. It really does, you know, because it affects us directly. So, so your vote counts. Vote. Keep doing what you're doing. I got to take a break. You know, I'll be back. Got a couple more years till I retire. Well, a few more years. It's good to have my Mondays back. Get to see some Monday Night Football. You know, and you know, hooray to Groton City. I appreciate this. It means a lot.
Councilor McCabe? This is going to sound very familiar. Appreciation Award, City Councilor Lisa McCabe, in recognition of your dedication to serving others from May 2019 to November 2023. So, thank you so very much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you've done. And then you have the floor.
Okay, I have no speech prepared, but I do want to thank my fellow councilors and all of you. It has been a pleasure serving the city of Groton. I've learned so much more about the city than I ever had just being a resident. So I recommend if anybody wants to be on the city council, this is a good way to get to know your city and to give back. So thank you very much.
Okay, Chief Burton, you have some awards. I will turn the floor over to you.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, I do have quite a few awards to hand out tonight. I'd like to recognize the work that's being done within the police department, but this first one is a little unusual. This was presented to me by Corporal Chen, and he asked me, he goes, hey, Chief, can we recognize a member of the public? I'm like, I don't know. Sounds good. So that's what we're here to do for our first individual up. And I'd like to recognize Mr. Aaron Weber, Jr. And let's hear about what he did for the city of Groton. On August 19, 2023, Aaron Weber, Jr. was at his home in the city of Groton when he heard erratic driving from a vehicle traveling along his street. Glancing outdoors, he witnessed an accident involving his neighbor's truck and saw the offending vehicle flee the scene. Understanding the potential danger this driver posed to fellow residents and community members, Mr. Weber got into his personal vehicle and promptly contacted local law enforcement to report the incident. Utilizing his knowledge of the area, Mr. Weber began to search for the vehicle and continued to provide updates of his location to the Groton City Police Department. Mr. Weber's timely communications enabled Groton City police officers to intercept the driver before any other accidents or injuries could occur. Mr. Weber's role was crucial in the ability for police to carry out a successful apprehension of a reckless driver. In his actions, Mr. Weber demonstrated selflessness and commitment to the safety of the community, members of the city of Groton, and serves as an example of what happens when an individual works as part of a team with law enforcement. Therefore, it is my pleasure to recognize Mr. Aaron Weber, Jr. for his meritorious service to the city of Groton. Mr. Weber. I'm going to let Corporal Chin hand this off.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Turn around and we'll get you a picture. Good. All right, sir. Thank you. All right. This is another meritorious service award. This one goes to the detective units. On August 16, 2023, Detective Sergeant Holliday received information from detectives at the Norwich Police Department that a suspect in a series of recent bank robberies was potentially located in the city of Groton. Detective Sergeant Holliday, Corporal Dela Cruz, Detective Hammett, and the Norwich detectives proceeded to the location within the city where it was learned that the suspect had left a day earlier. Groton City Police detectives located and obtained surveillance video of the suspect at the location, as well as identifying an Uber driver and vehicle who had transported him from the area. Information was then developed that the suspect was located at a new location in the town of Groton, and the Groton City detectives, along with the Norwich detectives, took up positions around this location where surveillance was conducted. At one point, a girlfriend of the suspect was spotted, which added to the information the suspect was located nearby. Norwich detectives attempted to interview a key witness in the investigation who could definitively identify the suspect's presence. However, they met with resistance from this person in pinpointing the location. Detective Sergeant Holliday and Groton City Police Lieutenant Winkleman recognized this witness through prior positive interactions and spoke to him, gaining his cooperation, and because of this interview, the location of the suspect was confirmed. The Norris detectives and the Groton City detectives and the witness developed a plan that would have the suspect exit from his location, reducing the risk of harm to himself and others. The plan was carried out. The suspect was taken into custody. The above incident was highly fluid, required the detectives to react and readjust as fast developing information was received. It highlights how assistance to other agencies is provided by members of the Groton City Police Department. Additionally, because of prior conduct and community contacts carried out by Groton City officers, a potential witness difficulty was mitigated, leading to a positive outcome. Groton City detectives serve as an example of true police professionals, employing effective investigation and communication strategies in carrying out their assignments. Therefore, it's my pleasure to bestow upon Detective Sergeant Holliday, Corporal Dela Cruz, and Detective Hammett the Groton City Police Department's Meritorious Service Award. Signed this day, 6th day of November, 2023. Please come up. We have to wait for your medals, okay? They're not here right now, so. Photo? Life-Saving Award. So this is one of the highest awards that a police department can bestow upon an officer. And this is Officer Rosa's second life-saving award. On July 29, 2023, Officer Rosa was dispatched with other officers to a domestic call at a residence in the city of Groton. Upon arrival, the officers located a 19-year-old male resident with a serious wound to his left arm, which was actively bleeding. Blood trails were evident around the male, indicating there had been a large amount of blood loss. Officer Rosa immediately applied a tourniquet to the young man's injury, which was effective in significantly slowing the flow of blood. The male was transported to an area hospital where he was treated for his injuries, and once stabilized, he was transported to another hospital with a specialized trauma center. It was later learned from medical workers at this second hospital that the application of the tourniquet by Officer Rosa was essential in saving the life of the 19-year-old. The quick action taken by Officer Rosa means that this individual is alive today. The professionalism displayed by Officer Rosa during a high-stress situation is exemplary and represents the highest degree of service that an officer can provide to a member of the community. Therefore, it's my pleasure to bestow upon Officer Rosa the Groton City Police Department's Life-Saving Award, dated 6 November 2023. Officer Rosa. This way. Okay. All right, one more. They do such a good job. It's just awards after awards. Okay, one more. Unit Citation Award, presented to Corporal Brittany Dela Cruz. And another one for Detective Daniel Hammett. On August 1st, 2023, Corporal Dela Cruz received information from a concerned citizen regarding an ongoing and regular drug activity taking place at the Motel 6 in the city of Groton. As part of the investigation, a subject was identified and a background check uncovered that this individual was currently on parole. Corporal Dela Cruz and Detective Hammett began a joint investigation with the State of Connecticut Department of Corrections. And on August 3rd, 2023, these two officers, along with the parole officers, traveled to meet with the subject. Search of the subject's vehicle and room turned up 41.5 grams of cocaine, 41.7 grams of fentanyl, 18.4 grams of crack cocaine, and $3,944 in cash, which was seized as illicit proceeds of narcotics sales. Additionally, drug manufacturing and packing items were also identified and taken by the officers. The above incident highlights how effective communication between a resident and the officers made the city safer by removing dangerous narcotics from the street. The subsequent investigation, seizure, and arrest reflects the commitment of members of the Groton City Police Department in carrying out a primary objective of service to their community. Therefore, it's my pleasure to bestow upon Corporal De La Cruz and Detective Hammett the Groton City Police Department's Unit Citation Award for exemplary service, dated 6th day of November, 2023. Please come up. That's it, Mayor. I'm all set.
Anything else from the council for recognition awards and awards? And this is your opportunity to say goodbye officially. Deputy Mayor Depot.
See you later.
No, we need a quorum.
I just wanted to recognize the STEPS organization. They turned 16 this past week. They had a celebration for that. And we got to hear, it reminded me a lot of the Martin Luther King Jr. Awards where people got to tell their stories. And I just think if people haven't heard of that organization, B. Jeanette does a great job. And the girls and women that come out of that organization are kind of credited for a lot of their success. So I just want to congratulate them officially on being 16 years old, and you know, they're looking at the future for their organization, and just congratulations.
Anything else under recognition awards no more? Okay, we will take a 5 to 10 minute recess so that we can Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to call the meeting back to order. The next item is receipt of citizens' petitions, comments. Receipt of citizens' petitions is a portion of the council meeting where the council welcomes comments from citizens. To address the council, please sign the sheet at the table in front of the meeting room. When you're recognized, please approach the podium, clearly state your name and address. Each presentation should be limited to 5 minutes or less, and citizens should, if possible, submit emailed or written comments. Presentations should be related to matters pertinent to the city of Groton. City councilors will only ask questions in order to clarify the speaker's presentation and can respond during the responses to citizens' petition portion of the meeting. Clerk McCurry, do we have anyone signed up?
None, Mayor.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak under citizens' petitions? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. We will go past the response to citizens' petitions comments, since there were no comments, to the approval of the minutes. I'll take a motion to approve the mayor and council meeting minutes of October 16th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Take a motion to approve the committee of the whole meeting minutes for October 23rd, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Communications and reports. Councilor Norris.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Thank you. Councilor McCabe.
I just want to say that it was a pleasure serving with all of you. And I hope we see each other again in the near future.
Thank you. Councilor Sheffield.
Yes, attended the Martin Luther King Scholarship Dinner. And again, congratulations to all the great scholars that were there, and another great generation of young people moving forward, moving on to the next chapter in their lives, and proud of all of them, especially for Councilor Piazza's daughter, Sion, and best wishes for her and her future, and I think it'll absolutely be bright for sure. And also attended the Safe Futures Walk previous Sunday. Chief Burton, Captain Laytow, and Juliet Parker were on the walk, as well as my State's Attorney office members, State's Attorney Paul Narducci, Fran Reese, Prosecutor Fran Reese of the Juvenile Office, and Fran Boudreau. So that was a great walk. It was a great day, and again, a great cause, and a great turnout as well. And finally, I'd like to, again, give my congratulations to both Lisa and to Rashad, and their service here to the city, and their excellent input that they've had over their time here, and hope both of them come back to serve. So thank you again, both of you. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. Councilor Piazza.
Thank you, Mayor. Did attend the Martin Luther King banquet, and I just want to thank everybody that came to support the Martin Luther King banquet, the families and the representatives there and all. I really appreciate their presence there. I am proud of my daughter. And I just wanted to say, too, 3 of the recipients are actually Learn students, so the 3 of them went to RMMS together and had proceeded on, so that was nice. Somebody sent me a photo of that, and they had put it in the Learn website, so I thought that was really great. And they put what the mission that they hoped that students would have, and they said that they excelled at that, so that was really nice to see. I did go with also to chat with the police at the Bill Memorial Library, and I had a wonderful conversation with Officer Preco. I want to say that correctly. I practice it. Very, very interesting individual, extremely intelligent. I really enjoyed my chat with him. And I also went to the Thames River Heritage Park. meeting that they had / banquet, and got to meet a lot of the members of the Thames River Heritage Park. And thank you to Catherine Foley for inviting me, and it was a really wonderful time, and I appreciate that. I also walked around with Juliet Parker knocking on doors, and hoping to do that more often. And I do want to say thanks for Shad for sitting to my left these home meetings and giving me a hand every once in a while, a touch on the arm. And I appreciate both of your expertise, Lisa and Rashad, and walking in the parades and all those things and getting to know you, and you sharing your expertise in city councils. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Counselor Carter.
Again, just to follow up on what I said before, I appreciate everything, and I just urge the city residents to go out and vote tomorrow, even though many of us, or many of you, or all of you are uncontested. A vote still means a lot, because your voice matters. And I appreciate you for supporting me over the last several years. So, good luck to all you guys, and I'll be close. I mean, the city's how was it 7 how many square feet? You know, it's only this big. It's only big.
5 square feet on the map.
5 miles. I don't know. Whatever.
We're about 3.06 square miles, somewhere along
All
there.
right, 3.0, right? So you guys would be seeing me, so.
Okay, thank you. Deputy Mayor Depot.
I didn't realize we got all the way to the end. I attended on October 18th. I attended we did a ribbon cutting for CJ's Laundromat. He came here and did a presentation and showed us the facade improvement. But it was nice to see it in person and to congratulate him in person and chat with him for a few minutes about his business. And just want to again encourage people who have businesses in the city, if you're looking to upgrade the outside a little bit, a $2,500 grant goes a long way, and it makes a big difference. I also attended the Martin Luther King Scholarship Dinner. It was honestly really cool that one of our own has a child that was awarded the scholarship. I just think it's so neat because we do go every year. Every year that I've been on this council, we go and we celebrate the kids that somehow are connected to the city, and I think it made it extra special that, you know, we had an even closer connection. And I was thinking that we had already talked about that because that also could have gone under recognitions, awards, and memorials. But I also attended on the 25th. I attended a placemaking meeting here regarding our new logo and our new all the new schemes in terms of what they're going to be using for signage and everything. And it was really interesting. It was during the day, so I know. I think it was all internal staff, but they have some really good ideas on what we can do to get our brand out there and kind of just make the city of Groton more recognizable. So I want to, I appreciate the work of the communications team because it's really important for people to identify the city as the city, and I think that's really going to be great when we get that rolling. It'll be really good. On the 27th, I volunteered at the food box distribution and then attended the Officer of the Year celebration. I got to sit next to the police chief, and we celebrated Officer Rosa for Officer of the Year, where we got to hear a little more about the story of him getting the life-saving award for that young man. And that was just really awesome. Officer Rosa is a great officer, and it's really nice to be able to celebrate. It was nice to meet his family and his very well-behaved children. And that was a good time. I always look forward to going to the law enforcement dinner. And I want to thank the Elks. The Elks put that on every year. And they honor officers in the whole area. So I think that's such a great event to attend. Again, I attended the Sweet 16 for Steps. Similar to the mentor program here, if you're looking to kind of give back to young women, I believe they only do female advising. The Steps is a great organization, so if the school mentoring program is not for you necessarily, but you're looking to volunteer somewhere, Steps is another great place that you can volunteer. They take trips places. So they need chaperones for that. They have a lot of different things you could do to support them. And I just wanted to remind everyone of two things besides the voting, as Counselor Carter already said. Get out and vote tomorrow. I will be probably at District 2 for a little bit of time early in the morning. But, you know, we are uncontested, but I still, you know, urge everyone to vote because your voice does matter. And there are other like the RTM, I think, has a bunch of candidates that represent the city, and town councilors represent the whole city too. So please don't forget to vote. On Wednesday, there is a coffee with a cop at Buford's at 9 a.m. So if you have questions for our police officers, that is one place you can go if you're free at 9 a.m. Also supporting a local business. And I have been getting a lot of feedback about speeding and parking and lots of issues that are related to the police department. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we have a Police and Community Together committee, and they meet on the 16th of this month, and they meet every month. And that is another great place. It's informal. It's just a group of citizens along with the chief usually, and sometimes the captain or another support member of the police department. But they answer any questions at that meeting. So you can come with whatever question you have, and the chief will be there to answer it. So I just want to remind people of that because sometimes all we need is a little conversation to clear up miscommunications or misconceptions, or to get a little help, because sometimes it's all you got to do is ask, and the police department can help you with whatever issues you have that kind of fall into their purview. So I just want to remind people of that. The PACT committee has played a big role in several things the last couple years, and just want to encourage people to attend that. And that's all.
Okay, thank you. So a couple things. One, there's a new sign down to Mayor's Circle. So if you haven't seen it, drive by. When you come off the Gold Star Bridge, you'll see it. So I know it's taken us a little while to get it there, but it is up and it's in place, and it looks good. Again, to just go over what Deputy Mayor Depot and Councilor Carter said, don't forget to vote tomorrow. So if you're in the city, District 2, District 3, your voting places are the Municipal Building and Thames River Magnet School. The polls are open from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock tonight, not correction, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock tomorrow during voting. And the council, the clerk, and the mayor are up for election. In addition, town council is up for election. The Board of Ed is up for election, and the RTM. Now, you can only vote in either District 2 or District 3 for those representatives for the RTM. But please get out and vote. Your vote, your voice, it is important. It is one of our privileges and responsibilities. So please do that. I also want to talk a little bit about parking and speeding. I know there's been a lot of comments on Facebook about parking and speeding and what are you guys doing? We are addressing the parking and speeding issues. We are developing a plan on the parking, and we are going to be revising our ordinance, and that's all I want to say at this point. Once the chief and I get a little further down the road on how we're going to implement this, I'll bring it to a committee of the whole and then brief the council. On the speeding, you've probably seen the signs that flash the speed. Sometimes they don't flash the speed, and that means they're in stealth mode. They're still collecting the data, but it's not flashing and identifying what the information is. And so we are gathering the information. So the first part of this is to gather the information, and then we will be doing the monitoring and enforcement of the speeding in the different roads. We recognize there are certain pathways that are prone to speeders. We are gathering our data to make sure for the right time and we're at the right place. There are some of you out there who said, well, you need to be putting everybody out there so that all they do is stop speeders. Well, we have other police issues and other police matters that are important in the city of Groton as well, and we are working on all our issues. So thank you for the feedback, thank you for the comments. We are evaluating it, and as we get additional information that I'm comfortable with putting out publicly, we will do so. So, thank you. Clerk Bakur, I missed you, my apologies. Anything to report?
Nope.
Okay,
Thank you, though.
Councilor Piazza.
I just want to also recognize the Fitch Co-op girls swim team who went to ECCs and came in second. I want to say they would have won if they had a dive team. So they did really well. They have a lot of great swimmers going off to state trials this coming Saturday. I always try to be the person that buses them. So I got to bus them over to East Lyme. I got to be one of the timers. And so that was exciting to do. And yes, my daughter will be going to trials, so pray that she does well. So she's going to state trials, but many other swimmers going to state trials. So, and then they'll go to finals from there and then opens from there. So, you know, it's a great team. They're very cohesive. And they had a nice ECC post-social at the Coast Guard Foundation out in Stonington, so that was nice for them to kind of decompress and just hang out together.
Okay, thank you. Where are we? Committee referrals, are there any committee referrals? Okay, moving on, new business, Councilor Norris.
R-2311-127, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council rescind resolution R-22-05-50 and authorize and approve the fire department to purchase one model year 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe from Northwest Hills Automotive LLC at 2065 East Main Street, Torrington, Connecticut, for a cost of $39,192.40, and a radio and line package from J&S Radio Sales at 1147 Main Street, Willimantic, Connecticut, for a cost of $19,100.00 for a total cost of $58,292.40 to be paid from approved ARPA funds. I so move.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed. Council authorized the expenditure of funds for the two fire vehicles, and that's what these are. So that's the ARPA funds. Deputy Mayor Depot.
There's just a clerical error on there. It says $19,001 and it should say $100.
Okay. All right, we'll fix that. Okay, thank you. Councilor Sheffield?
I was wondering if we should define, I guess, ARPA for those who may not know, and just say American Rescue Plan Act, as far as just, you know,
Okay.
just to define it, you know, in parentheses. I think that was the only thing.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Councilor McCabe.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resolution R-23-11-128. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council rescind Resolution 22-5-51 and authorize and approve the fire department to purchase one model year 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe from Northwest Hills Automotive LLC, 2065 East Main Street, Torrington, Connecticut, for a cost of $39,760.00, and a light and radio package from J&S Radio Sales, 1147 Main Street, Niantic, Connecticut, for a cost of $14,035.00, for a total cost of $53,795.00, with $41,700.60 to be paid from ARPA funds and the balance of $12,087.40 to be paid from capital reserve funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed, and it's the same thing, using the ARPA funds that were authorized by the council. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Deputy Mayor Depot.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-23-11-129. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the fire department to purchase one model year 2023 Chevrolet Tahoe from Northwest Hills Automotive LLC, 2065 East Main Street, Torrington, Connecticut, for a cost of $40,611.76, and a radio and light package from Communications Plus LLC, 84 Salem Turnpike, Norwich, Connecticut, for a cost of $9,350.00, and a console from First and Emergency Products, 14 First Avenue, Unit 3, Haskell, New Jersey, for a cost of $1,414.16, and a graphic design package from Coastal Graphics, 83 Tom Harvey Road, Westerly, Rhode Island, for a cost of $1,775.50, for a total cost of $53,151.42 to be paid from capital reserve funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed at committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Counselor Sheffield?
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-23-11-130. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the purchase professional services for operating system and version upgrades from Business Electronics, Inc., 6 Capitol Drive, Wallingford, Connecticut, a sole source provider, for an amount not to exceed $11,525.00 to be paid from fiscal year '24 Police Department operating funds. I so move.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. This is a new resolution. This has not come before the council. This is an emergent repair. We are out of room on a server, and therefore we need these services in order to expand that. We have the chief here if you have any questions for him. Are there any questions from the council? Deputy Mayor Depot.
Well, my question is going to be for the chief. Sorry, chief.
No problem. Over here, or?
Here, chief.
Well, we'll get you the microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
So is this, we're paying this out of the operating funds, how does this affect our budget?
It's probably
It was
gonna-
unplanned expense, right?
This is an unplanned emergency expense. It came up during an IT meeting where we learned where this product is failing based on the storage capacity. It is a requirement. It's evidentiary. It's for the prosecutor's office, actually, and it's for custodial interviews.
Are you going to be able to absorb this cost in your budget, or is this going to mean a budget cost overrun for you?
We'll have to look at the end of the budget as far as adjustments concerned, where we're going to take from other items probably to cover, but this is going to probably reduce us in that line item extensively.
Is there, so I know we have contingency funds for emergency type things. This, in my mind, might be considered, if the chief were not able to absorb the cost in his budget, something that we could pull out of general contingency funds,
Yeah, we've talked.
which would be an internal conversation, but, you know, to me as a representative, I think this is an important expense that we maybe don't want to negatively affect the rest of the police budget.
Right.
But we have to do, it's just a thought, not a.
Right. The chief and the finance director and I are discussing how we're gonna handle this, whether we're gonna let this overrun a little bit, or if we're gonna pull money from a contingency fund. And once we make that decision, we'll come back and brief the council.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Councilor Piazza?
Speaking of that, so is it possible that money's left over from the ARPA, could that cover it also? Is that not allowed?
I'd have to talk to the finance director, but right now, there's only 4,000 over. But once I start bringing you capital, that 4,000 is gonna go away, and we're gonna have to find additional monies. So the direct answer to your question is, I don't know. I could talk to the finance director. So your question is, can ARPA money be used?
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask the finance director.
Thank you.
I don't, well, right off the bat, I'm gonna say no, And the reason is, that's for now. The ARPA money was for during the COVID period of time and those kind of things. So I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but I will ask the finance director. Any other Councilor Norris?
Just to add to that, it's really early in the budget. We're only, 5 months in? So a lot can happen within your budget or the overall city general fund operating budget and also the professionalism of the staff. You guys can figure out where, if there's a need to cover that $11,000 as we get closer into June. Thank you.
Correct, but my commitment to the council is that I'll report back so that you know what we've done. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Piazza?
Oh, I just read that one, Mayor. Didn't I?
No.
Oh,
think I
no?
did.
No.
Yeah, I did. You're next.
Oh.
You're R-23-11-131.
Resolution -23-11-131. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council accept and provisionally approve a contract with Beta Group Incorporated, 1010 Weathersfield Avenue, Suite 305, Hartford, Connecticut, for the design and engineering of the Pine Island Drainage project, at a cost not to exceed $99,500 and no cents, to be paid from the fiscal year '24 Highway Department operating funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Councilor Norris?
I just wanted to say this project is absolutely essential, so I'm really glad that it's happening and it's on our table tonight. So thank you very much for making this happen.
Yes, sir. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Carter?
R-23-11-132. Therefore be resolved that the mayor and council waive the bid process. Turn this on. Therefore be resolved that the mayor and council waive the bid process for the provisionally authorize and approve the City of Groton Public Works Department to enter into a contract with Trimble Incorporated, 9668 Madison Boulevard, Madison, Alabama, for the design of the comprehensive GIS database to store the city's asset management for a cost not to exceed $105,297.25 to be paid from the approval fiscal year 2024 highway operating funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Norris?
R-23-11-133, therefore be resolved by the mayor and council that the conveyance of a parcels to Groton Estates LLC and the receipt of a conveyance of an easement from Groton Estates LLC be and hereby approved, and that the mayor and his designee be authorized to execute and enter into a purchase and sales agreement in which form as approved by the city attorney. I so moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? One abstention, Councilor Piazza. Motion carries.
I'm sorry, Mayor, was there one opposed?
There was one abstention,
One abstention.
which was Councilor Piazza. Okay, Councilor McCabe?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resolution R-23-11-134. Therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the purchase of 4 2024 Chevrolet Equinox LS 4x4s from Sullivan's Northwest Hills, 2065 East Main Street, Torrington, Connecticut, for a total of $109,131.20 to be paid from capital reserve funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Oh, you should have
We are adjourned. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, council, for coming out. Thank you again, Councilor McCabe and Councilor Carter, for your service. Billy?